Audio Jungle.
Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Service Valley Sabre Dogs Baseball here on the YouTube page of the Sabre Dogs. I'm Jared Sleppy, and today the Sabre Dogs are going for the record of 13 games in a row in the win column. As the Sabre Dogs will be at the plate first, hitting order goes as follows. Wilson Rubion, Mason Dennison, Cruz Taylor, Chauncey Callier, Bo McClintock, Nick Mastoni, Justin Henley, Sam Powers, and Jace Edwards. We are underway here as the first pitch, a breaking ball in there for strike one. The pitcher for the Horseheads is Nick Roach. The one pitch in there, strike two. Horseheads throwing out their two best pitchers against the Sabre Dogs as Nick Roach has the best ERA amongst their starters. He has had 6 starts and has a .368 ERA as a breaking ball misses outside for ball one. So the Sabre Dogs were able to win last night as they held off the Horseheads in an 11-7 win. That made them 9-0 as that one misses outside for ball two. It's a very steamy afternoon here in Casper, Wyoming. The hottest day the Sabre Dogs have played in so far is the temperature 90 degrees. Here at Mike Lansing Field, and that one in there, strike three for number one. Sabre Dogs are batting .275 as a team after yesterday. Racked up 11 runs, and that will bring up Mason Dennison. Dennison was 2 for 3 yesterday with a run and an RBI with 2 stolen bases. First pitch, grounded foul. Sabre Dogs had 12 hits out of 37 at-bats for a batting average of .324. Sabre Dogs are now 7-0 in the month of July. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike two. Service Valley with a 11-7 record on the road. O2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike three. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the day for Nick Roach. Taking a look at Roach's numbers more in depth, he has allowed 31 hits, 15 earned runs, and 13 walks, and has 57 strikeouts. Record of 4-0 in 36 2/3 innings. Making his 7th start tonight. Here's the first pitch to Cruz Taylor, and now we'll get ready for the North Georgia outfielder for the Sabre Dogs. That one misses for ball one. 1-0 pitch. That one misses low and away for ball two. Sabre Dogs going for the record of 13 straight wins in a row. That was set by the Sabre Dogs last year. Two-zero pitch. That one misses as well. Make it 3-0. So 2 outs here in the top of the first. Sabre Dogs and Horseheads, game 2 of this 2-game series. And ball 4, and a 2-out walk for Cruz Taylor. The Horseheads with 20-plus more walks than anyone else in the league has been a real problem for them. cut some of their walks down in some of their games, and you'll probably be able to add at least a couple wins on to their total this season. Go over to first, from the lefty. Take a look at the Expedition League standings, starting out with the Clark Division. West Nebraska still in first place at 8-1. Fremont and Hastings both tied for second at 4-3. 3 games back, grounded foul. Casper is in fourth place, 4.5 games out at 4-6, and Spearfish a half game back of them at 3-6, 5 games back overall. Sabre Dogs are 9-0 and in first. There are 2.5 games, up on the 6-2 Pier Trappers. Third place is the Badlands Big Sticks at 3-6. They're 6 games back. Breaking ball, grounded foul. I'll make it 0-2. Hub City is 2-6 after sweeping a doubleheader yesterday. They are now 6.5 games out. And the Weed City is 0-10. They are 9.5 games out. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, so he strikes out the side. That'll bring up the bottom of the first. We'll go and keep it here and talk about the standings overall. West Nebraska 29-8, 8.5 games up on the second place Spearfish Sasquatch at 21-17. Casper is 18-22, 12.5 games out. Half game back of them is Hastings at 16-21, and a game back of them at 14 games out is Fremont at 14-21. Sabre Dogs and Badlands Big Sticks both tied atop the Lewis Division overall. The Sabre Dogs have won 12 in a row. They're 25-14. Big Sticks are 26-15. The Pier Trappers are 4.5 games out at 20-18. Hub City Hot Shots are 8.5 out at 15-21. And the Whiskey Jacks are 6-33. They have now lost 26 of the last 27 in 16 games in a row. Only win in that span is, of course, against the Service Valley Sabre Dogs. Take a look at the Horseheads hitting order. Leading off, it will be Mitchell Hulse. Batting second is Roberto Diaz. Batting third is Robert Anthony Cruz. Batting fourth is Jackson Collins. Batting fifth is Peyton Flynn. Batting sixth is Jake Brown. Batting seventh is Derek Almanza. Eighth is Nick Owasa. And ninth is Austin Shadbolt. Well, there are 5 games going on today. First one between Hastings and Badlands. They are scoreless in the top of the first. That game just got underway. Spearfish and Hub City are already tied at 3. Hot Shots swept a doubleheader against them yesterday, including a walk-off in the bottom of the 7th yesterday. They won that one 9-8. Again, it is tied at 3 there. Weed City and West Nebraska scoreless in the top of the first, and Fremont leads Pier 1-0 in the top of the third. Taking a look at the fielding order for the Sabre Dogs from left to right in the infield, it'll be Chauncey Callier, Jace Edwards, Nick Mastoni, and Bowman Clintock. In the outfield, it'll be Wilson Rubion, Cruz Taylor, and Sam Powers. Behind the plate is Justin Henley, and on the mound is Nathaniel Brenzer Mendoza. Taking a look at his stats this year, he finds himself with a 2-1 record, a 3.70 ERA in 8 games, has 1 start under his belt with 24 1/3 innings, 29 Ks with just 7 walks and 17 hits for a whip of .099. He has 10.73 strikeouts per 9 innings. And really, the strikeout has been his specialty this season. In his first start, he went 3 innings, didn't have his best outing, but is looking to bounce back. He was still able to not get a loss. It was against the Whiskey Jacks. Got a no decision. So here comes the Horseheads. Start off is Mitchell Hulse, batting .298 on the year. Hulse is just 1 for 10 against the Sabre Dogs this season. Here's the first pitch. That one misses outside for ball 1. Sabre Dogs scored 2 runs yesterday in the top of the first, and so did the Horseheads in the bottom of the first. 1-0 pitch. Hit in the air. In play. First ball hit in play. That one towards right field, and that will be caught by Sam Powers for out number 1. So after the Sabre Dogs won yesterday, it was their first win against the Horseheads on the season, and just their third win against a Clark Division opponent. They were 3-4 against teams in the other division. 1-3 on the road and 2-1 at home. Now batting is Roberto Diaz. First pitch. Misses for ball 1. Diaz batting .223 on the season. Fremont just a few points back of the Sabre Dogs at the plate. Sabre Dogs are .275 and the Horseheads are .272. Ahead of that, breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 1 to even the count. Daniel Brands Mendoza definitely trying to make a all-star bid. Make an argument for him as that one misses outside for ball 2. The pitch. Almost inside for ball 3. See how the Sabre Dogs handle the heat here this evening. About the second or third game that the Sabre Dogs have played in 80-plus degree weather. It's been in the 70s for pretty much every single game, with a few exceptions, including today, where the game time temperature 90 degrees. 3-1 pitch. Low and away for ball 4, and a one-out walk for Nathaniel Brands Mendoza, just his 8th of the year. So that'll bring up Robert Anthony Cruz, is the best hitter from the Horseheads, batting .389 with a team-high 35 hits in 90 at-bats with 28 RBI. First pitch hit in the air towards left field. Coming over to get it is Cruz Taylor, battling the sun, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. And that'll bring up Jackson Collins, who had a monster day yesterday. He went 4 for 4 with 2 runs, a double, a home run, 3 RBI, as well as a strikeout. First pitch in there, strike 1. And Gretchen was 4 RBI for Jackson Collins yesterday. Now one gets away from Justin Henley, and that will advance the runner to second. And that'll be a wild pitch. That'll put Diaz in scoring position for Jackson Collins. They intentionally walked him, and the following batter was Anthony Zellner. He got a 2 RBI single. And that cut it to 2, and the Sabre Dogs were able to add 2 more and hold strong with Chase Grillo on the mound. 1-1 pitch. Now one gets away from Henley again. And he's going to round third, and he will stay there. Thought about heading for home. The count now be 3-1. That pitch misses low and inside. Brands Mendoza will work from the stretch, the right-handed pitcher from Portland University. Now one in there for strike 2. This is actually the 2-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3 got him. That will end the inning. The Sabre Dogs and Horseheads are scoreless. We'll send it to the top of the second coming up after this. You're listening to Service Valley Sabre Dogs Baseball on YouTube.
Attention Sabre fans. July 15th is the 2019 Expedition League Home Run Derby, brought to you by Visit Minot. Watch the best sluggers in the league duke it out for first place. Want to know where the best eateries are in town? Visit Minot.org. Want to find where the best hotels are? Visit Minot.org. Trying to find the perfect place to shop and see the latest events in Minot? You know the drill. Visit Minot.org. Visit Minot is a proud supporter of the Sabre Dogs and a sponsor of the 2019 Expedition League Home Run Derby. Check out visitminot.org today.
iHeartRadio.
910 AM KCJB is Minot's heritage AM full-service information station, supported by the classic country favorites. KCJB listeners are ranchers and farmers and business owners. From egg reports and markets to compelling information, we are 910 AM KCJB, home of the Minnesota Twins, Minot State, and Minot High Sports. We are 910 AM KCJB, Minot's news and information station.
Scoreless after an inning of work. Sabre Dogs and Horseheads, game 2 of 2 here in Casper. It's the 5th time these two teams have squared off against each other, in which the Horseheads currently lead the series lead at 3-1, as they were able to clinch the series win with a 3-0 sweep 3 weeks ago. As Bo McClintock comes to the plate, he went 0-2 with 3 walks and 2 strikeouts yesterday. First pitch, he lets his bat stand on his shoulders, and it's in there for strike 1. McClintock batting .349 on the year. 22 hits, 63 ABs with 21 runs and 23 RBI. That one misses to even the count 1-1. One of 6 Sabre Dogs hitters with a 300-plus batting average. That one fouled out of play. I'll make it 1-2. 3 strikeouts for Nick Roach in the top of the first. Trying to continue that here in the second, as he's ahead in the count. 1-2 pitch. That one misses low for ball 2. And despite the Horseheads being in 4th place right now in the Clark division, as that one misses low for ball 3, still by no means out of the race for the second wild card spot. It's really close between the 4 teams trying to take on West Nebraska in the 1-game playoff, as that one fouled back. Three and 2 pitch coming up from Nick Roach. Having a fantastic start so far. And now time called by McClintock. 6 pitches so far in the AB. Now in there, strike 3 on the inside corner for out number 1. McClintock has yet to put one in play during the series. And that will bring up Nick Mastoni. Nick Mastoni, low-key, having a very nice season so far, batting .303 with 10 hits and 33 ABs in 8 starts. He has 6 runs and 4 RBI with 1 stolen base. First pitch, that one misses for ball 1, and Mastoni batting .357 in his 3 games started in the second half. 1-0 pitch, and that one misses upstairs for ball 2. Unfortunate that they don't play the Horseheads 3 times this series. Sabre Dogs will have nothing more than to even the series up, as that one misses for ball 3, making count 3-0. .30 pitch. Now it misses upstairs for ball 4. So nothing but walks and strikeouts so far through 6 batters faced, 4 Ks and 2 base on balls. And that'll bring up Justin Henley, not really having himself a very nice season. Would love to turn that around here. Batting just .118. First pitch, or actually, he's going to throw back over to first. Henley batting 2 for 11 in the second half. With 3 RBI, had a 3-run home run last week against Weed City. On a grounder to the third baseman, double play, ball if they hurry. They get one at second, the third at first in time, and it is a 5-4-3 double play that will end the inning. So that's the first ball the Sabre Dogs to put in play, and it's a double play that will send us to the bottom of the second. Sabre Dogs, Horseheads scoreless. We'll be right back. Sabre Dogs baseball.
Kids, take a look at the back of your
iHeartRadio. Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. From product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Souris River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Souris River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Souris River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience.
Get to the bottom of the second. Brenzer Mendoza went through 4 batters in the first inning with 1 walk, 2 flyouts, and a strikeout. That will bring up the 5, 6, 7 hitters for the Horseheads here in the bottom of the second. Sabre Dogs are waiting to see what happens with Pierre here this afternoon, trying to grow their lead in the Lewis Division in the second half as the Trappers currently trail 1-0 to Fremont on the road. Weed City in West Nebraska still scoreless in the bottom of the second. Hastings at Badlands scoreless in the top of the second there, and in the bottom of the fourth, Spearfish at Hub City tied 3-3. Here's the first pitch to Peyton Flynn. Didn't play yesterday. First pitch outside for ball 1. Peyton Flynn batting .284. As that one's in the dirt. 8th highest batting average on the team. 27 hits, 12 runs, and 13 RBI. To a pitch, that one in the dirt and away for ball 3. Brenzer Mendoza not really happy with himself as he slaps his glove at the ball. See if he can bring himself back in the count right here. Now grounded at the third baseman. Callier charging, throw to first in time. Not a very smart decision there by Peyton Flynn to swing at that one. Had a 3-0 count and got the out. And that will bring up Jake Brown, who batted cleanup yesterday. Brown went 1 for 5 with a run and 2 strikeouts. Overall versus the Sabre Dogs, batting 2 for 12, and this season, batting .286. Brown playing right field this evening as that one misses for ball 1. That one just misses outside and it is now 2-0. So after being behind 3-0 in the previous count, he is now behind 2-0 in this one. Now on a foul tip into the glove of Justin Henley for strike 1. Sabre Dogs win this one. They'll have a very favorable opportunity to win 3 straight more games as they'll take on the Hot Shots on the road who are not playing well. As that one misses inside for ball 3. They were able to sweep the Spearfish Sasquatch, but they are actually not playing very well either, despite getting second place in the Clark Division in the first half. 3-1 pitch, that one grounded. Fair! He made A couple of moves. Wasn't quite sure if it was fair or foul based on what the ump was saying. That's going to be a double that lands barely into right field, and Bo McClintock and Sam Powers both not happy with the call. So he started pointing foul, and then he switched his hands to say it was fair, as the umpire was trying to avoid getting in the way of the ball. So that'll be the first hit of the game from either team. And that will bring up Derek Almanza. Didn't play yesterday. Batting .254 on the season. First pitch, that one in there for strike one. On the stretch. That one fouled behind. Now we'll make it 0-2. Quickly brings Mendoza ahead. And Nathaniel doesn't like to waste any time on the mound as the weatherman sets and gets ready ahead in the count. One out, runner on second. 0-2 pitch. In the dirt. Nice stop by Justin Henley. Let two wild pitches go past him in the previous inning. Steps off, brings Mendoza, throw over to second, is in the dirt, low throw, and that will advance the runner over to third. So that'll be an E1. As Mastoni was over there, and Jake Brown doing a good job of distracting Brenzer Mendoza as he took a few extra steps. And as a result, Brenzer Mendoza threw back to no one, and Mastoni came over to make the play, but it was too low. So runner on third with one out. Sac fly could give the Horseheads the first run of the game. Breaking ball, that one misses in for ball two to even the count. I about guarantee you this game's not going to be a low-scoring game for much longer. These two teams hitting very well this season. This one gets away from Justin Henley, but a few paces to Henley's right, and he's able to gather it before Jake Brown gets an opportunity to head home. SaberDogs have thrown one runner out at the plate on a wild pitch this season. (3-2) pitch. Another one in the dirt that goes to his right, but he's able to keep it in front of him for ball four. And now runners on the corners with just one out. That'll bring up Nick Iwasa. He is the lowest batting average on the team according to qualified hitters. He has played in 15 games. He's a batting average of just 179. Swing and a miss, strike one. Brenzer Mendoza needs something here. Double play or a strikeout would be very nice. Trying to keep the Horseheads off the scoreboard here in the bottom of the second. 0-1 pitch. Now into the dirt, low and away for ball one. Been missing a lot of pitches low and away to right-handed pitchers and low and in to left-handed hitters. 1-1 pitch. Same spot, same result, ball two. And now a timeout called by Justin Henley, trying to give Nate Brenzer Mendoza a quick pep talk here. So the first pitch was at 4:35, a steamy day here in Casper, Wyoming at beautiful Mike Lansing Field. SaberDogs trying to get the two-game sweep. And that one misses for ball three. And now misses for ball four. So a 5-pitch walk loads the bases for Austin Shadbolt. Shadbolt's been hitting better since the SaberDogs last faced against him. He's now batting .206, as he was below 150 the last time these two teams faced. This is his 21st start of the season. 13 hits and 9 RBI. First pitch. And that one is in the dirt for ball one. Bases loaded, one out here in the bottom of the second. We don't have a score just yet. Now, Bo McClintock coming to talk to Nate Brenzer-Mendoza, give him a few words of encouragement here. McClintock's such a positive guy, always rallying up the team, trying to keep him loose and keep him happy and motivated. So Brenzer-Mendoza goes back to work from the stretch after a 5-pitch walk. 1-0 pitch. Now this is outside for ball two. Brenzer-Mendoza not having too many bad outings yet this season. Not off to a very good start here. And that one is in there for a strike. On the outside corner. Crowd here not liking that. His last outing was a 3 1/3 inning outing as that one hit in the air towards right field. Powers moving to his left, and that will be down, but in foul territory for strike two. So it wasn't a no decision. It was actually a win for Brenzer-Mendoza. He gave up just 2 earned runs with 5 hits, 2 walks, and 8 Ks. Hasn't really had a bad outing since June 4th. And until that July 1st start against Weed City, which is his last outing, he hadn't given up a single hit since that June 4th start. So almost a full month without an earned run. 2-2 pitch. That one is hit towards center field. Coming in to get it is Cruz Taylor, and he can't make the play. And 2 runs will score. So it's a 2 RBI single from Austin Shadbolt, and the Horseheads strike first.
Now batting for the Horseheads, number 1 shortstop for Western Oregon, Mitchell.
So that will bring up the top of the order once again. Mitchell Holtz comes to the plate, 0 for 1 with a fly out to right field his first time through. Cruz Taylor slid in to try to make that play as it kind of just popped out of his glove. First pitch. That one is outside for ball one. The runners on first and second for the Horseheads. Leadoff hitter Mitchell Holtz batting .298 on the year. On a pitch, swing and a miss ahead of that off speeder. Now an evens count at 1-1. One pitch. In the air towards center field, Cruz Taylor moves to his right, and that will be caught for the final out. But the Horseheads strike first. They get 2 runs in the bottom of the second. We'll be right back. Sabre Dogs baseball.
Now let's send it down to Dominique in the stands.
Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe.
So I had it wrong. I thought that Cruz Taylor dropped that ball, but it was actually caught, so it's a sacrifice fly from Austin Shadbolt that made it 1-0. So the Sabre Dogs will come to the plate trailing just by 1. So my mistake there. Sabre Dogs bring up the 8-9-1 hitters, Sam Powers, Jace Edwards, and Wilson Rubion. First pitch in there, strike one from Nick Roach, who is having himself a fantastic day, has allowed just 2 walks with 4 Ks. And of course, no earned runs. Now in there for strike 2. Oh-2 hit towards left field. Backing up is Derek Almanza, and that will be off the wall. Rounding second and heading for third is Sam Powers, and he will be in there for the team's 7th triple of the season. So how about that? His first triple of the season. And that will bring up Jace Edwards. Went 3 for 4 yesterday, was one of the players of the game. He had 3 RBI. Now misses outside for ball 1. It was a very low-key sort of game for him. Had Justin Mulvaney asked me the game, did he really get 3 hits? And I said, yeah, he had 3 singles, including 3 RBI. Had a 2 RBI single in the 3rd and an RBI single in the 5th. And then a single in the 8th. Came around to score the team's 10th run, as that one is in there and make it 2-1. So now Edwards batting 192 on the year, trying to get up and over the Mendoza line. You have 2 on the Mendoza line, St. Powers and Hunter Holland, as that triple right there might put him up and over that, as that is a check swing bunt down the first base side for strike 2. I'll even the count. So the Sabre Dogs trail 1-0. Sac fly from the Horseheads. In the bottom of the second, as that one is a foul ball. And that will be low for ball 3. Full pitch, or excuse me, full count. That one fouled out of play. Now we'll leave it at 3-2. The Sabre Dogs trying to go for the 2-game sweep here in Casper after an 11-7 win yesterday. Trying to extend their win streak to 13 games, which are tied for the Expedition League record. And now when a breaking ball misses outside to put the runners on the corners for Wilson Rubion. So Rubion 0 for 1 so far today, batting average at .315 after going 1 for 5 with an RBI double yesterday. Picked up his 11th RBI. He has 29 hits, 4 doubles, and 10 runs on the season. First pitch, breaking ball in there, strike 1. Nick Roach working from the stretch in his first jam of the game. Runners on the corners with nobody out. Ahead of that, breaking ball on the outside corner for strike 2. Sac fly ought to do her here. Runner goes, and it's going to be caught in a pickle here. Go for the double steal, possibly. In between first and second, diving under the tag, but unsuccessfully doing so is Jace Edwards. And Sam Powers will stay at third. It's now just the runner on third with 1 out. Excuse me, with 2 outs. And now Corey Thompson coming out to argue as Jace Edwards thought he got under the tag. So as of right now, there is 2 outs, 0-2 count coming up to Wilson Rubion. Corey Thompson and the Sabre Dogs have not been happy with the officiating so far in this series. So Corey Thompson's not going to get the result he wants. So here comes the 0-2 pitch. And correction, that was actually the first out of the inning, my mistake. The pitch. That one should do it into right field. And that will be caught by Brown. The throw to the plate will be in time. And that will end the inning. So the Sabre Dogs, with runners on the corners and nobody out, doesn't get anything. And it remains 1-0 going into the top of the third. We'll be right back with Sabre Dogs baseball.
Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe.
1-0 our score here going into the bottom of the third. The Horseheads will bring up their 2-3-4 hitters, Roberto Diaz, Robert Anthony Cruz, and Jackson Collins, as Nathan Brenzer Mendoza back out for his third inning. He has went 2 innings with 1 hit, 1 run, and it was not earned. 3 walks and a strikeout. First pitch. Now misses outside for ball 1. Now misses outside for ball 2. Brenzo Mendoza working from the windup, not wasting any time. Really struggled with pitching strikes. He has 25 balls and 17 strikes so far today. 2-0 pitch. That one misses outside for ball 3. Just has not been Brenzo Mendoza's day. However, they only trail 1-0. Trying to capitalize against the Casper Horseheads pitching staff that has struggled this season. That one is in there for strike 1. The Horseheads ERA collectively at .751. The 3-1 pitch. Foul tip. Make the count full. .3-2 pitch. And that one is fouled down the left field side. We'll keep it there at 3-2. Pierre tied it up with Fremont. It is now 1-1 in the top of the 6th. West Nebraska with a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the 3rd. And Hub City getting a 4-run lead in the bottom of the 5th. That one grounded up the middle, and that will be in the center field for a base hit. Hastings and Badlands still scoreless in the bottom of the 3rd. That will bring up Robert Anthony Cruz to the plate. 0 for 1 with a flyout, his first AB. First pitch. Now misses low and in for ball 1. And the stretch here is a 1-0. Now hitting the air towards left field, a little blooper, and that will be dropped in between 3 Sabre Dogs as lack of communication from Wilson Rubion, Chauncey Callier, and Jace Edwards puts runners on first and second with nobody out. So the defense not helping out. Nathaniel Branzer Mendoza, who's already been struggling. So that'll bring up Jackson Collins, who was retired for the first time in the first inning during the series. First pitch. And that one misses outside. Slider. 4-1. .60 pitches so far for Branzer Mendoza on the night. Check swing. That one misses low for ball 2. 3 hits and 3 walks for Branzer Mendoza in the first 2 innings. Still yet to retire someone here in the bottom of the third. To a pitch, that's outside for ball 3. Might be about time for a quick mound visit to try to calm him down and ease his nerves a little bit. Don't really have to worry too much about anybody stealing. Casper Horseheads dead last by far in stolen bases. That's a 4-pitch walk. And that loads up the bases. I'll bring up Peyton Flynn, who grounded out his first time to the plate. Sabre Dogs pitching unit collectively with a 4.59 ERA. Here's the first pitch to Flynn. That misses outside for the 5th consecutive walk. Ball, my mistake. So 2 singles and a walk loads the bases with nobody out here in the bottom of the third, and Branzer Mendoza is in trouble. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss ahead of that off-speed pitch. Now leaving the count 1-1. Big swing from the first baseman for the Horseheads, Peyton Flynn. One pitch. That one a little blooper. That'll stay in on the infield. Mason Dennison will make the catch for the first out. And that's a big relief right there. Still got a lot of work to do with bases loaded with 1 out. I'll bring up Jake Brown, who was 1 for 1 with a double and a run.
Now batting for Dixie State University, number 17, right fielder, Jake Brown.
Jake Brown advanced to third on a throwing error by Nathaniel Branzer Mendoza, and scored on a sac fly by Austin Shadbolt. First pitch, that one is hooking and foul down the right field line, but hit well. That'll be strike 1. Jake Brown with 4 home runs on the season so far. I'd like to keep it there. Sabre Dogs trail 1-0 here in the bottom of the third. A sac fly in the bottom of the second inning. Put the Casper Horseheads on top. The 1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Branzer Mendoza with just 1 strikeout on the day. Would love to get number 2 right here. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will be 2 outs retired in a row. And that will bring up Derek Almanza. Reach via a walk his first time up. This would be big time if Branzer Mendoza could get out of this jam. Bases loaded, nobody out. Now 2 outs. First pitch. Swing and a miss behind that fastball for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. In the dirt, even the count 1-1. So 5 consecutive strikes snapped right there. As the count is even 1-1. Now a nice scoop by Justin Henley. On a pitch, low and away. That'll make it 2-1. Saving a run there. Renzo Mendoza from the stretch delivers. Now misses low and away for ball 3. Almanza ahead in the count. We'll see what he does here. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Big time pitch there from Renzo Mendoza. Fastball goes by him. That'll make the count full. Bases loaded, 2 out here in the bottom of the third. See if Renzo Mendoza can do it. The pitch, and that one up and over the head of Justin Henley, and that's going to be an RBI walk for Derek Almanza. So it is now 2-0 in favor of Casper as Anthony Cruz advances to third. Collins is on to second with Almanza on to first, and Roberto Diaz coming home to score. That'll bring up Nick Iwasa, also reached via a walk. Renzo Mendoza with 5 bases on balls here tonight as that one misses for ball 1. And Renzo Mendoza with just 7 walks in his first 24 and a third innings. Just an uncharacteristic-like day so far for Nathaniel. 1-0 pitch. Now misses inside for ball 2. Renzo Mendoza went 3 and a third in his first start against Wheat City. Picked up the win. 2-0 pitch. And that's a fastball that gets away from Justin Henley, and that's going to bring home another run. That one once again misses low and away. And that makes it 3-0. Jackson Collins advances to third, and Derek Almanza advances to second. Here comes the 3-0 pitch coming up. And that one in there for strike 1 on the lower corner. Here's the 3-1. This one on a short grounder to the shortstop Dennison. He boots it, and everyone's going to be safe. Excuse me, that is Jace Edwards, my mistake. So that makes it 4-0, and the defense is not helping the Sabre Dogs right now. So Almanza on to third, and Nick Iwasa reaching on an error from Jace Edwards. That will be an unearned run for Renzo Mendoza. He has 2 earned runs for total. And that one misses up high for ball 1 to the new batter, Austin Shadbolt. Had the sac fly in the back in the second inning. 1-0 pitch. That one misses low for ball 2. And then right now, if I am Casper, I am letting that bat sit on my shoulder until cobwebs grow. Just let Renzo Mendoza try to get you out. 2-0 pitch, and that one misses for ball 3. Sabre Dogs have some action going on in the bullpen already. 3-0 pitch. And that one in there for strike 1. So coming up in the top of the 4th, the Sabre Dogs will bring up Mason Dennison, Cruz Taylor, and Chauncey Callier. 3-1 pitch. 5-pitch walk. Bases are once again loaded. And that'll bring up Mitchell Hulse already for the 3rd time today. Gotten an at-bat so far in all 3 innings. As it is 4-0, a 3-run bottom of the 3rd from the Horseheads. First pitch. This one is hit in right field, base hit. 2 runs will score and is now 6-0. And now a throwback to second from Bo McClintock after it was brought in by Sam Powers, and Nick Iwasa is out at second. But the damage has been done. Sabre Dogs now trail
5 runs on 3 hits.
6-0. We'll be right back with Sabre Dogs baseball.
Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better.
Sabre Dogs now trail 6-0 as not a very good start from Brenzo Mendoza so far today. 6 walks from the righty from Portland. As for the Sabre Dogs, their offense not getting very much so far besides a triple from Sam Powers. That's the only hit so far on the day. So coming to the plate is Mason Dennison, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Nick Roach has been absolutely masterful on the mound for the Horseheads so far today. First pitch, breaking ball, and there's strike 1. Roach has went 3 innings with just 1 hit, no earned runs, 3 walks, and 4 Ks. And all 4 of those Ks were during the first 5 hitters. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Here comes the 0-2 to one of the hottest players on the Sabre Dogs, Mason Dennison. Gets one grounded to the third baseman, Nick Iwasa. Throw to first will be in time for out number 1 by half step. And that will bring up Cruz Taylor. First plate appearance resulted in a walk. Cruz batting .301 on the season. Yesterday, Cruz went 1 for 4 with 2 runs. First pitch, that one misses outside for ball 1. Cruz having himself a nice second half, batting .304 in his first 8 games, 7 for 23. Breaking ball in there to even the count 1-1. Only 2 Sabre Dogs have played in all 9 games the second half, and that is Chauncey Callier and Mason Dennison, as that one's fouled off towards the Horseheads dugout. Make it 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Now misses low and away for ball 2. Two count. Breaking ball grounded at the first baseman. Nice scoop from Flynn, and he will touch the bag for out number 2. So they'll bring up Chauncey Callier, 0 for 1 on the day. Batting average is at .378 on the season, which leads the team. Also leads the team in hits with 56, at-bats with 148, runs with 35, and he leads the league in doubles with 20. He also has a team-leading 32 runs batted in and 23 stolen bases, and also 34 strikeouts, as that first pitch misses low and in for ball 1. The only categories he doesn't lead in is home runs and triples. He's one back in home runs of Cruz Taylor, who has 7. He has 6, and have a bunch of people with 1 double. This one is hit well towards center field, and that's going to be over the head of Diaz off the Pizza Ranch sign in center field, and it will be his 21st double of the season. He had an RBI double yesterday. Chauncey giving a very loud audible, "Let's go," after that one.
Number 32, McClintock.
Sabre Dogs trail 6-0 here in the top of the fourth. That will bring up McClintock, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout on the day. McClintock still has not put one in play yet in this series. Sabre Dogs with their second hit of the day. First pitch to McClintock. Now it's hit towards left field. That one hooking to fair. No, it's just foul. That one would have been gone if that one was a little bit to the right of the foul pole. Missed it by about 5-6 feet. Would have been a home run in Hub City. I feel like every single ball that goes over the fence that's towards the foul pole, I'm going to say that. Over to a home run in Hub City. 0-1 pitch. Now in foul back, make it 0-2. I still cannot believe that happened. Those of you who are not aware of what I'm referring to, Alex Hay hit what should have been a foul ball down the right field line against Hub City about 3 weeks ago. Missed it by a good 8-9 feet. It wasn't like it was really close, but it was 8-9 feet to the right of the foul pole, and they called it fair. Just ridiculous. 0-2 pitch, and that one misses low for ball 1. I'm not going to comment on the Expedition League umpires this season. Runner on second is Chauncey Callier with 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. McClintock with a 1-2 count against Nick Roach. Here's the pitch. Inside and low for ball 2. Having a tough time seeing it is Austin Shadbolt, and Chauncey Callier took a while to be aware that Shadbolt couldn't find it, and as a result, he does eventually steal third base. Well, not an official steal, but he'll reach via a wild pitch. Sabre Dogs trying to get on the board for the first time today. Last inning, they had runners on the corners with nobody out, unable to get anyone across. 2-2 pitch. Now misses low for ball 3. McClintock, his first 3 plate appearances yesterday were all walks, and then his next 3 since then, including today, have been strikeouts. 3-2 pitch. And that one hits his foot, and he's going to go to third, and Callier is going to stay at third on a dead ball, and that one looked like that one hurt quite a bit. That one went in on the ankle. He'll stay in there for the time being. That'll bring up Nick Mastoni. First time up. Reached first via a walk. Mastoni batting .303 on the year. Here's the first pitch from Roach. Breaking ball, foul tip, strike 1. Sabre Dogs just trying to get any little bit of momentum that they can find. Just trying to get their bats going. Now when it's hit at the shortstop, Holtz throw to second in time for the final out. And that will end the inning. So the Sabre Dogs leave 2 stranded. And that will send us to the bottom of the fourth. Sabre Dogs trail 6-0. We will be right back.
Baseball is America's game. It brings people together, and there's nothing better for community than people coming together. Thank you, Sabre Dogs, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories, and will always be in the cheering section, rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio stations all across the region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and Training Camp Today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-0007. That's 720-0007.
New pitcher for the Sabre Dogs is Cody Waters, as Nathaniel Brenzer Mendoza is done for the day. He goes 3 full innings as we take a look at his full stats. He has 4 hits on 6 runs, with only 2 of those being earned. He has 2 strikeouts and 6 walks. Taking a look at Cody Waters' stats on the season, he has a record of 1-1, an ERA of 7.84, which has been down significantly in his past few innings, his last few outings. He leads the team in outings, as this is his 11th game of the year. He has went 20 2/3 innings, 29 strikeouts, 7 walks, 25 hits with a 155 whip, and 12.63 strikeouts per 9 innings. So Cody Waters will take on the 2-3-4 hitters, Roberto Diaz, Robert Anthony Cruz, and Jackson Collins. Waters has won his last 3 outings without allowing a single earned run. His last outing, which he allowed a run, was ironically against Casper. In 1 inning, allowed 4 earned runs and 6 hits with no walks and no strikeouts. The first pitch misses for ball 1. On a pitch, that one grounded at the second baseman Mastoni, who had a first in time for out number 1. So a good start for Cody Waters. So that 1 outing versus Casper actually was his first of 2, or actually second of 2 outings versus Casper. His first, he went 1 inning, didn't give up a hit, a walk, and a run, or an earned run, and had 1 strikeout with 3 batters faced. First pitch now to Robert Anthony Cruz. That one is ripped into right field, and that is going to be a base hit off the wall. Rounding first and heading for second is Anthony Cruz. And the throw will be to Jace Edwards, and it will be a 1-out double from Anthony Cruz. So his last outing, he went 4 innings, allowed 2 hits with 3 walks and no earned runs with 9 strikeouts. That was back on July 3rd against the Whiskey Jacks. Sabre Dogs are 5-5 in games when Waters pitches. And again, he has a record of 1-1 with 1 start. That was against Badlands. First pitch to Jackson Collins misses low and away for ball 1. Collins 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk and a run. That one in there for a strike to even the count. Sabre Dogs looking for some stability on the pitching mound. Off to a little bit of a rough start here. Brenzer Mendoza's season ERA about to be over 4 after today's outing. Is 3.70 before. As that one is in there for strike 2. Now on a slow grounder, foul down the first base side. Keep it at 1-2. Sabre Dogs trail 6-0 after allowing 5 runs in the bottom of the 3rd and 1 run in the bottom of the 2nd. Sabre Dogs with just 2 hits themselves, a triple from Sam Powers and a double from Chauncey Callier. And 2 defensive errors by the Sabre Dogs. One-two pitch. And that one misses in the dirt. Evens the count 2-2. Starting to get a little cloudy here in Casper. It's been sunny for the majority of the game. A few clouds scattered as that one swing and miss. Strike 3. Strikeout number 1 for Cody Waters. Out number 2 in the inning. Clouds are actually going to be pretty nice for us as it has been hot here in Casper, Wyoming. Very rare scenario. I think this is about the third or maybe the fourth game the Sabre Dogs have had to play in 80-degree weather this season. First pitch. That one misses inside for ball 1. Runner on second is Robert Anthony Cruz. Got his second hit of the day with a one-out double. 1-0 pitch. That one in there for strike 1. Sabre Dogs will bring up Justin Henley, Sam Powers, and Jace Edwards. The bottom of the order, 7-8-9 for the Sabre Dogs. Coming up in the the top of the 5th. 1-1 pitch. That one misses away. Make it 2-1. Two-one pitch. That one hit at the shortstop Edwards. Throw to first will be in time. And that one in the inning. So the Sabre Dogs hold the Horseheads scoreless for the first time since the first inning. We will send it to the top of the 5th. Bottom of the order coming up.
El Azteca is authentic Mexican fast food on the go. Their ingredients are always fresh, so you can be sure you'll get the best tacos, burritos, tamales, and more. El Azteca is located at 2035 North Broadway in Minot. Stop in or order online to save time. If you want exclusive coupons and special offers to save more on your next visit, text El Azteca as one word to 21777. El Azteca, the most authentic Mexican food in Minot.
iHeartRadio. We are Northwest North Dakota's #1 country radio station, 97 Kicks FM, playing a wide variety of today's new country to those country favorites reaching back to the 90s. With the award-winning Bobby Bones Show and a big signal puts your business where it needs to be. We are heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. Our Kicks listeners are current and retired military, farmers and ranchers, working moms, business owners. We are 97 Kicks FM. Mix 99.9, Minot's variety station. Mix puts our personality and music focus on adult women, whether it's the moms at home or at work, to those that are business owners, or the women who have declared 50 is the new 30. Let Mix go to work for you, playing a variety of music from the 80s, 90s, and today, and can be heard on over 2,000 smart devices all across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. We are Mix 99.9, Minot's variety station.
Justin Henley hits one towards left field, and that will be caught by the center fielder, Roberto Diaz, for out number 1. The Sabre Dogs trails 6-0 here from Casper, Wyoming, trying to win the second of a 2-game series here. Sabre Dogs won game 1 last night, 11-7, winning their 12th game in a row. Going for the Expedition League record, 13 straight games here tonight. This one popped up in the air. That one will stay in on the infield. Going to make the play is Nick Owasa, the third baseman, for out number 2. So 3 pitches and 2 outs for Nick Roach, and that will definitely help him stay in the game longer. So that'll bring up Jace Edwards. Reach via walk his first time up. First pitch, that one misses for ball 1. Now misses for ball 2. Nick Roach not wasting a whole lot of time here. Anything too severe here might come and pass in about 20-30 minutes. as that one misses for ball 3. It might be pretty necessary for the Sabre Dogs to get just a little bit of a break to clear their heads, and a rain delay would definitely do that. Here's the 3-2 pitch. In the air towards right field, backing up is Cruz Taylor, and that will be a home run from Jake Brown. That one was to straightaway center field. It's 390 to get that out of here. And it is now 7-0 in favor of the Horseheads. Air towards left field, and that one is going to be caught at the track by Cruz Taylor for out number 2. That one also very well hit. That one might have been out of here at Corbett. And now I'll bring up Nick Iwasa. Iwasa is 0 for 1, reached via an error his his second time up, also with a walk and a run. First pitch, that one misses inside for ball 1. One-oh pitch, and that one's going to hit the batter, and that will put a runner on first, with Austin Shabel coming to the plate. Sacrifice fly in the second inning, and reaching via a walk in the third, so no at-bats yet today for... Here's the 2-1 pitch. Leg kick from Waters in the windup, and that one misses also for ball 3. Just a tough time for the Sabre Dogs tonight finding the strike zone. That one is hit into center field for a base hit. That is hit number 7 on the day for the Horseheads. Sabre Dogs with just 2 hits and no runs. Now bring up the 4th time through the hitting order with Mitchell Holst leading off. 1 for 3 with a 2 RBI single in the 3rd inning, as that one misses for ball 1. One-oh pitch. That one in the dirt for ball 2. Sabre Dogs might have to slow this one down, because if it rains a bunch here and they don't want to come back out on the field, they might finalize it. 2-0 pitch. Now and in there for strike 1. So after today's game, Sabre Dogs will travel to Aberdeen tomorrow morning to take on the Hub City Hotshots at 7:05. 2-1 pitch. Now and in there for strike 2. Correction, 6:35 is when the Sabre Dogs play the Hotshots tomorrow. 6:35 p.m. for all 3 games. 2-2 pitch. That one hit in the air towards left center field, and that will drop in there for a base hit in between Wilson Rubion and Cruz Taylor. Heading for third is Shadbolt, and he will be in there. It'll be a 2-out single for Mitchell Holst. Runners now be on the corners for Roberto Diaz. Excuse me, a 2-out single. Sabre Dogs will host the 2019 Expedition League All-Star Extravaganza, leading off with Fan Fest and the Home Run Derby on the 15th as the first pitch in their strike 1 to Diaz. Presented by Visit Minot. The Home Run Derby start at 6 o'clock. Then the main event, the 2019 Expedition League All-Star Game. That one is in the air towards left field. A little blooper that will be caught for the final out. The Home Run...
iHeartRadio.
910 a.m. KCJB is Minot's Heritage AM full-service information station, supported by the classic country favorites. KCJB listeners are ranchers and farmers and business owners. From egg reports and markets to compelling information, we are 910 a.m. KCJB, home of the Minnesota Twins, Minot State, and Minot High Sports. We are 910 a.m. KCJB, Minot's news and information station.
Top of the order coming up for the Sabre Dogs. They trail 7-0. It'll be Wilson Rubion, Mason Dennison, and Cruz Taylor. Just 2 hits for the Sabre Dogs today. A triple by Sam Powers and a double from Chauncey Callier. Sabre Dogs have not been hitting particularly well against the Horseheads this season. Batting just .239 after a .324 effort yesterday as the first pitch is outside for ball 1. Sabre Dogs batting .344 in the second half. Now and in there to even count 1-1. And overall, .275 on the season. One pitch, that one grounded foul down the third base side. So Nick Roach now just going through the third time of the hitting order for the Sabre Dogs. And if he keeps this up, there is no doubt that he can go the distance. Now on a swing and a miss. Strike 3, out number 1. Roaches went 5 1/3 with 2 hits, no earned runs, and 3 walks to 5 strikeouts. And it's his first strikeout since the second inning. Now we'll bring up Mason Dennison, who was 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch, and there's strike 1. We got some scary looking clouds up ahead. Very dark clouds with a lot of moisture holding them. A 1, swing and a miss, strike 2. Says there's some rain right on top of us, just not touching the ground. 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, and that one gets away from the catcher, Shadbolt, but nobody on the board. So not really any trouble there for the Horseheads. Six o'clock here in Casper, Wyoming. 7 o'clock back home. We're playing for about an hour and a half. 1-2 pitch. This one a little blooper. That will be right to the second baseman, Cruz.
Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Sewers River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Sewers River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Sewers River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience.
Cody Waters coming out for another inning of work. Sabre Dogs trail 7-0 going into the bottom of the 7th. Sabre Dogs have not lost since they dropped Game 3 of the series against the Horseheads a few weeks ago. So leading off for the Horseheads will be the 3-4 hitters, the 3-4-5 hitters, Robert Anthony Cruz, Jackson Collins, and Peyton Flynn. Anthony Cruz is 2 for 3 with a double, a single, and a run. First pitch. This is outside for ball 1. And it's just been a struggle for the Sabre Dogs finding the strike zone this evening. 1-0 pitch. That one ground up the middle. Edwards making a tough play. Throw to first in time. Nice play from Jace Edwards. Edwards has went 2 innings with 4 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, and 1 K. So that'll bring up Jackson Collins, who was over 2, 2 strikeouts, a walk, and a run. So of the 7 runs, only 3 of them have been earned. First pitch misses, ball 1. "37 pitches so far from Waters. 1-0 pitch. That one's in there to even the count. Here's the 1-1. That one's fouled out of play down the third base side. Sabre Dogs not been able to take advantage of the Horseheads' poor pitching really at all this season, batting just .239 against the Horseheads this year. Horseheads don't really have to deal with too many Lewis Division opponents this year. You don't play Pier or Hub City at all this season, as that's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. We strikeout number 2 from Cody Waters. Out number 2. So that'll bring up Peyton Flynn. Flynn 0 for 3 on the day. Wind up in the pitch. Now on a fair ball off the knob or after the end of the bat, that'll be a 1-3 for the final play of the 6th inning. So the Sabre Dogs still trail 7-0. They'll try to see if they can get on the board in the top of the 7th. We'll be right back.
Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the one call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe.
Sabre Dogs trail 7-0. Let's take a look at the scores around the Expedition League real quick. Badlands leads 3-0 against Hastings in the top of the 7th. Hub City still leads Spearfish 7-4 in the top of the 9th. West Nebraska leads Wheat City 4-1 in the top of the 6th. And Pierre and Fremont now tied at 2 in the top of the 9th. That will be an interesting one to see how that one ends up, as Fremont trying to win the series. Man, I can smell someone spraying Axe in this building. I can smell it all the way here in the visitors broadcasting booth, which is, I have a closed door right here. Someone fouled out of play. Strike 1 to Chauncey Collier. B just flew in here. I just wanted away. Goodness gracious. I think that bee was attracted to the axe that was just sprayed in the building. 0-1 pitch. That one ripped into left field for Chauncey Collier's second base hit of the day. He is now 2 for 3. And that will bring up Bo McClintock. McClintock 0 for 2. 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. On the stretch, here is the first pitch from Nick Roach to Bo McClintock. Senior from Point University lets that one go by him for ball 1. 1-0 pitch. Now is ripped into left field for another base hit. So back-to-back singles, but runners on first and second. And all of a sudden, Nick Roach is being a little bit vulnerable here. That will bring up Nick Mastoni. 0 for 1 with a walk. Now a quick mound visit from Austin Shadbolt. First pitch, and that one is ripped foul down the third base side for strike 1. So a good start for the Sabre Dogs here in the top of the 7th. It's been a real quick game so far. We're playing for about an hour and a half, and we're only 2/3 of the way through. A 1 pitch. Now on a slow grounder right in front of the catcher. Go to first from Shadbolt, and that one is in there for out number 1. Both runners advance. So more or less a swinging bunt.
Now batting for the Sabre Dogs.
That'll bring up Justin Henley, who is 0 for 2 in the day with a double play and a flyout. Coming into today, batting 118 on the year. Now stepping off the mound is Roach. Stands back in. Henley awaits the first pitch. That one misses outside, 4-1. Really see some of the weather forming out in right field with some of those rain shafts coming down. Also some cumulonimbus clouds coming up over center field. As that one misses for ball 2. Taking a look at the radar on the Weather Channel, says the rain is about to pass us. Saying that the weather as of right now is over us. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Out in right field is northeast of here. So I'm not quite sure if we're going to get any weather, but looks pretty scary out here right now. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Two-two pitch. Big pitch right here coming up. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Henley retired on strikeouts. That will bring out Sam Powers, who is 1 for 2 with a triple.
Sam Powers.
First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Things not looking good for the win streak. They've won 12 in a row coming into today. Trappers have exploded for 3 runs in the top of the 9th. Ham's now 0-2 after that swing and a miss. Now misses low and that'll make it 1-2. So Pierre looking like they're probably going to end up winning on the road in Fremont, trying to stay with the Sabre Dogs and get a game back. As right now, Sabre Dogs 9-0. Your Trappers are 6-2. As that one misses low and away. Count now 2-2. Sabre Dogs lose and the Trappers win. Sabre Dogs would be just a game and a half out. Just even a game and a half up. 2-2 pitch. That one ripped into left field. Will that drop? Yes, it will. And that will score 1 run as McClintock is told to stay at third in a wise decision from third base coach Brock Bauckham. So the Sabre Dogs finally get their first run of the game as they still trail 7-1 thanks to an RBI single from Sam Powers.
Number 15 from Spokane Community College, Jace Edwards.
Now we'll bring up Jace Edwards, who is 0 for 1 with a walk and a flyout. That's a little blooper, foul out of play for strike 1.
Remember, fans, be alert of all foul balls.
So Roach works from the stretch with runners on the corners, a 2 out here in the top of the 7th. And that one is going to hit Edwards on his leg, and that will load the bases for Wilson Rubion. Wilson Rubion 0 for 3 with 2 Ks.
Now batting for Paris Junior College, left fielder Wilson Rubion.
Rubion. Actually, it's going to be pinch hitter Hunter Holland coming to the plate.
Number 8, Hunter Holland.
One swing of the bat could make this a game again. Hunter Holland with 2 home runs on the year. Quick mound visit. Holland bats 200 on the season. His last game went 2 for 4 against the Whiskey Jacks. Had an RBI double. 12 hits, 13 RBI, and 12 runs with 2 doubles and 2 home runs. Wind up in the pitch. Foul tip. Strike 1. So Rubion struggles and Holland comes in for him. Holland will play left field moving forward for the rest of the game. A 1 pitch, breaking ball, and there's strike 2. Nice pitch from Roach. Sabre Dogs trying to make this a game again. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Sabre Dogs straight 3. They trail 7-1. We'll be right back.
Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better.
Cody Waters is done, as the new pitcher for the Sabre Dogs is Matt Sartwell. He is making his 11th appearance of the season, which is tied for the most now with Cody Waters. Waters is done with 3 innings. He gives up 4 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, and strikes out 2 batters. So he will face the 6, 7, 8 hitters, Jake Brown, Derek Almanza, and Nick Iwasa.
University's right fielder, Jake Brown.
So the Sabre Dogs strand 3 runners in the top of the 7th. They continue to trail 7-1. They get an RBI single from Sam Powers, who's having himself a nice day. Had a triple. His first at bat. Check swing, went around, strike one. The Sabre Dogs after tonight will try to regroup and take on the Hope City Hotshots tomorrow, 6:35 from Aberdeen. That one misses. Even count 1-1. Misses as well. Startwell not wasting any time here in the bottom of the 7th. Taking a look at his numbers on the year. Actually, this is his 10th start, or his 10th appearance, rather. That one hit in the air towards right field. Backing up is Sam Powers, and they will watch this one go up and out of here. So a solo home run from Jake Brown, his second dinger of the day. And that makes it 8-1. He is having himself a heck of a day. That will bring up Derek Almanza. First pitch, and there's strike one. Almanza 0 for 1 with an RBI walk. That one makes it 0-1. Sabre Dogs will try to regroup after today, as it's not looking positive, as that one fouled out of play. Only 5 hits for the Sabre Dogs here this evening.
The 7th inning. I repeat, after the 7th inning, ball toss.
That one misses up high for ball 2. So the Sabre Dogs, they drop this one. They will fall to 9-1 in division play. Overall, they'd be 25-15 as that one misses upstairs. Count is now 3-2 for Matt Startwell, the righty from Minot State. Got sidetracked with the stats. Matt Startwell is 0-1, 8.22 ERA in his 10th start, 15 in the 3rd innings. As that one misses inside for ball 4. He has 22 strikeouts, and now 10 walks, with 16 hits and a 163 whip with 12.92 strikeouts per 9 innings. So a home run and a walk to start for Matt Startwell.
Now back to the Casper Horseheads from Sacramento State University. Third baseman, Nick Iwasa.
So that'll bring up Nick Iwasa. 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch, a walk, and a run. First pitch, ripped into left field, and that'll be a base hit in front of Hunter Holland. The runners on first and second for Austin Shadbolt. Shadbolt is 1 for 1 with a sac fly in the 2nd inning, a walk in the 3rd, and a single in the 5th. First pitch, that one gets away from Justin Henley, goes back to the backstop. The runners on 2nd and 3rd now. Things are not getting better for the Sabre Dogs here. Still nobody out. Now we have Nick Iwasa coming out of the game, and in there to pinch run for the Horseheads is Luis Alcantara.
Luis Alcantara.
And that one misses for ball 2. Sarwell behind here. That one misses for ball 3 to Shadbolt. It's been all horse heads all night long. Only one run so far today. That was an RBI single from Sam Powers. Nice to see him playing well tonight. 3-0 pitch. And it's a 4-pitch walk from Matt Sartwell. Now a mound visit from Justin Mulvaney, the Sabre Dogs pitching coach. So that will give us an opportunity to look at the scoreboard once again around the Expedition League. Badlands and Hastings, 3-0. Favor of Badlands in the top of the 8th. West Nebraska leads 4-1 over Wheat City in the top of the 7th. Hub City beats Spearfish 7-4. And Pier ends up winning 5-2 against the Fremont Moose. So taking a look at the updated standings now. Spearfish have now lost 3 games in a row. They are now 3-7. 5.5 games out of first place. Hastings 4-3 in second place. Fremont 4-4 and Casper 4-6. All behind the West Nebraska Pioneers. As for Lewis Division, Trappers now just 2 games out. It's 7-2. Probably going to be 1.5 games after Sabre Dogs and the Horseheads finalize here. Hub City is now tied with Badlands for 3rd at 3-6, 6 games out, and Wheat City 0-10, 9.5 games out. So now batting is Mitchell Hulse. First pitch hit in the air towards left field. Hunter Holland coming in, and he'll make the catch for the out. So that is out number 1 after 4 batters reaching safely. A solo home run from Jake Brown, a walk to Almanza, a single for Nick Iwasa, and a walk to Austin Shadbolt. And I'll bring up Roberto Diaz, who is 1 for 3 on the day with a single, a run, a ground out, and a fly out. First pitch. Now misses low for ball 1. One 0 pitch. That's a grounded foul. Bases are still loaded here with 1 out. In the bottom of the 7th, Sabre Dogs trail 8-1. Sarwell with a 1-1 count. That one misses up and away, making it 2-1. Lights are starting to come on here in Casper as the sun is actually starting to peek back out. Still quite a bit of clouds and not really having to worry about any sort of precipitation just yet. 2-1 pitch. Misses upstairs for ball 3. Been playing for about 2 hours now. 7th inning taking a while, been about 30 minutes in itself. 3-1 pitch. That one hit towards right center field. That one hanging. It will be enough for Cruz Taylor to get under it. Yes, it will. And all the runners will tag, and that will score a run to make it 9-1. So Almanza scores, Alcantara is on to 3rd, and Shadbolt is on to 2nd. So now Robert Anthony Cruz comes to the plate. He's 2 for 4 already. Single, a run, and a double so far. Coming into today, batting .389 on the season. First pitch, that one fouled back into the screen for strike 1. Sabre Dogs haven't seen any of Bradley Polinsky or Price Problinski so far this series. 2 very dangerous hitters. Bryce Problinski getting the game-winning RBI double on the Friday in the first series between these 2 teams. Is that one a swing and a miss, strike 1. So 2 outs here, 0-2 count coming up to Robert Anthony Cruz. Sarwell from the stretch, unloads. That one swing and a miss, strike 3. Ball's in the dirt, throw down to first is in time, and that won the inning. The Sabre Dogs surrender 2 more runs. They trail 9-1. We'll be right back with the top of the 8th. We'll be right back.
Baseball is America's game. It brings people together, and there's nothing better for community than people coming together. Thank you, Sabre Dogs, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories, and will always be in the cheering section, rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio stations all across the region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and Training Camp Today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-0007. That's 720-0007.
105.3 The Fox is Monarch's only rock station, playing the active rock of today, reaching your male audience 18 to 52, and getting your message to their ears.
I'm listening.
And 105.3 The Fox can be heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country. And with our iHeartRadio app, from radio to stream, web, and social media, we've got your bases covered. If you're needing to reach a male audience, we are your radio station.
105.3 The Fox.
Score is now 9-1. Sabre Dogs trail as the Horseheads have a new pitcher on the mound. So that is number 25, Ryan Van Leeuwen, I believe, if I'm seeing that right. No, my mistake. That is actually number 29, Michael Oatman. And what a day for Nick Roach. Unbelievable performance from him. Taking a look at his final line of the day. He goes 7 innings, gives up 5 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, and strikeouts 7. So he will take on towards the top of the order, Mason Dennison, Cruz Taylor, and Chauncey Callier are the 2, 3, 4 hitters. Mason Dennison 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout. First pitch. Misses up and away for ball 1. One-0 pitch. That one misses up and away for ball 2. Taking a look at Allman's stats, has an ERA of 6.92. With no decisions on the year during his 10 games he has pitched. He's went 13 innings, allowed 17 hits, 13 runs, 10 of them earned, 19 walks, and his 12 strikeouts. This one hit high in the air. That one is hooking in foul territory, but playable, and that will be down for a foul ball. Sabre Dogs is trying to get some confidence here with their hitting, as they only have 6 hits on the evening with just the 1 run. Have left multiple players on base. 2-1 pitch. This one is hit at the second baseman, Alcantara, throw to first in time for out number 1. And that will bring up Cruz Taylor, who is 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. Top of the order, 1, 2, 3 spots are 0 for 10 on the day. Is that one in there? Strike one. Johnson Callier on deck. Would love to get to him with a man on, as he has 2 of the team's 6 hits, as that one misses low for ball 1 to even the count. The 1-1 pitch. Now when it's hit to left field, base hit in front of Derek Almanza. That's his first hit of the evening, and the Sabre Dogs are in business here in the top of the 8th. Johnson Callier comes to the plate with a double and a single with a run. Leads the league with 21 doubles, as he had his 21st double earlier in the game. Here's the first pitch from Michael Altman. Now misses upstairs for ball 1. Now on a slow grounder to the third baseman, Owasa, and he's unable to hold on to it. And that will be an infield base hit for the Sabre Dogs. And actually, that is Robert Anthony Cruz, who moved to third. And that will put runners on first and second after Johnson Callier's third hit of the day. Bowman Clintock now comes to the plate. He had a single in the 7th inning. He is now 1 for 2. Also had a walk. So Sabre Dogs now with 8 hits compared to the Horseheads 9. Just the runs have been the factor. Sabre Dogs have left a lot of runners on base. First pitch. Off speeder in there, strike one. Ullman from the stretch. Sets. And delivers. Now on his hit right field, base hit for his second hit of the day. And around third, headed for home is Cruz Taylor, and he will score. Heading to third is Johnson Callier, and he is in there. Ball gets away from Anthony Cruz, but runners will stay at second and third. So an RBI double from Bo McClintock makes it 9-2. That will bring up Nick Mastoni, 0 for 2 on the day. Quick mound visit from catcher Austin Shadbolt. Now a quick meeting between the umpires, between the third and home plate, and between home and third, excuse me. Not quite sure what they're ruling here. And they're going to say that ball was out of play, so Johnson Callier is going to score. So he'll reach home on an error. However, McClintock will stay at second. So Mastoni now with a runner on second with 1 out. Sabre Dogs now trail just 9-3. That one misses inside for ball 1. So the Dogs are trying to make it interesting here. They still trail by 6 here in the top of the 8th. And that one in there for strike 2 to make the count 1-2. actually going to say that that was a single for Bo McClintock instead of a double. And that one, this is even the count 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Actually, it was 2-1. Now it is 2-2. Scoreboard's kind of all over the place, and now they got it right. So here is now the 2-2 pitch with one out, runner on second. That one is fouled back. We'll do it again. Take a look at the scores around the league one more time as Badlands still leads Hastings 3-0. And they're now in the top of the ninth there. West Nebraska leads Weed City 4-1 in the top of the eighth. And Hub City beats Spearfish 7-4. Pierre beat Fremont on the road 5-2. Fouled back. And now keep it at 2-2. It says there's a doubleheader between Spearfish and Hub City, and well, correction, it says Spearfish played Hub City, which that happened, but also says Hub City's playing at Hastings tonight. I don't think that's accurate, considering Hub City would have to go all the way to Hastings just for the game. That one fouled. Chopped off home plate. Keep it at 2-2. 3 foul balls for Nick Mastoni, staying alive. Mastoni stands back in with a 2-2 count against Michael Altman, right-handed pitcher for the Horseheads. Now on his hit at the shortstop Mitchell Hulse. They'll throw over to third and try to get the pickle here. He tries to avoid the tag, and he does avoid the tag. It's still going. Running back towards second base, now back towards third. And he runs into one of the Horseheads, and he's going to get third base free. And Nick Mastoni gets all the way to second base. So a fielder's interference will put Bo McClintock on at third. So he slid under a tag and stayed alive, danced around, and ran into one of the Horseheads that was not trying to make the tag, so he is awarded third base. And that'll bring up Justin Henley with one out. 0 for 3 with a double play, a strikeout, and a flyout. First pitch to Henley. In there, strike one. Sabre Dogs are still alive here. Henley with a home run on the year. It was a 3-run home run last week. 0-1 pitch. Now in the dirt, that one bounces all the way almost back to the pitcher's mound off the chest plate of Austin Shadbolt. So the runner will stay at third, Bo McClintock. Sabre Dogs already with 2 runs here in the third inning. Excuse me, not third inning, the 8th inning, my mistake. And now a balk, and that will bring Bo McClintock home. And Nick Mastoni over to third. So it is now 9-4. Sabre Dogs now trailed by just 5, and now a mound visit. Sabre Dogs are trying to make this interesting. Lead still has not been cut in half, however. Gone 4 runs in the past 2 innings. Hopefully it won't be too little too late for the Sabre Dogs. So the runner at third is Nick Mastoni. Justin Henley with the 1-1 count. That one in the dirt for ball 2. On the stretch. Holman sure does take a while each pitch. Now he moves upstairs for ball 3. Sabre Dogs with a little glimpse of momentum here as they have 8 hits now with 4 runs. We're to 10 hits and 9 runs from the Horseheads. Here's a 3-1 pitch. And that is a 5-pitch walk. Puts Justin Henley on base for the first time today. That will bring up Sam Powers. He is 2 for 3 with a triple and an RBI single.
The right fielder, Sam Powers.
So here's the first pitch to the right fielder for the Sabre Dogs. Now it misses away for ball 1 in the dirt. Shadbolt has to scoop that one, make a backhanded play. Here's a 1-0. Now when it's hit up the middle to the shortstop Holst, double play ball. They got 1. They will not get 2. And the Sabre Dogs will get a run. It will be Mastoni scoring. And Powers reaching via a fielder's choice.
Now batting from Spokane Community College, shortstop James Edwards.
So I'll bring up Jace Edwards. First pitch, that one misses for ball 1. Edwards is 0 for 1 on the day with a walk and a hit by pitch. That one in there to even count 1-1. Now misses for ball 2, making the count 2-1. Sabre Dogs now trail 9-5 here in the top of the 8th. They have a 4-run top of the 8th so far. Two-one pitch. That one gets away from Shadbolt and an easy base for Sam Powers. Threw one pitch in there to make the count full. Got about 20 seconds in between each pitch for Mike Allman. He's really slowing the pace of this game down by a bunch. Sam Powers over there at second for the Sabre Dogs. 3-2 pitch. That one is a 6-pitch walk to Jace Edwards to have runners on first and second for Hunter Holland. Hunter Holland 0 for 1 with a strikeout, pinch hitter, coming in for Wilson Rubion, who led off today. And that will be it for Mike Altman. We'll take a commercial break. We'll be back with the next pitcher for the Horseheads. We'll be right back. Sabre Dogs trail 9-5.
Attention Sabre Dogs fans. July 15th is the 2019 Expedition League Home Run Derby, brought to you by Visit Minot. Watch the best sluggers in the league duke it out for first place. Want to know where the best eateries are in town? Visit minot.org. Want to find where the best hotels are? Visit minot.org. Trying to find the perfect place to shop and see the latest events in Minot? You know the drill. Visit Minot.org. Visit Minot is a proud supporter of the Sabre Dogs and a sponsor of the 2019 Expedition League Home Run Derby. Check out visitminot.org today.
iHeartRadio.
910 a.m. KCJB is Minot's Heritage AM full-service information station, supported by the classic country favorites. KCJB listeners are ranchers and farmers and business owners. From egg reports and markets to compelling information, we are 910 a.m. KCJB, home of the Minnesota Twins, Minot State, and Minot High Sports. We are 910 a.m. KCJB, Minot's news and information station.
iHeartRadio.
1053 The Fox is Minot's only rock station, playing the active rock of today, reaching your male audience 18 to 52, and getting your message to their ears.
I'm listening.
And 1053 The Fox can be heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country. And with our iHeartRadio app, from radio to stream, web, and social media, we've got your bases covered. If you're needing to reach a male audience, we are your radio station.
1053 The Fox.
New pitcher for the Casper Horseheads. That is Cam Ofterhide. Michael Altman is done for the Horseheads after 2/3 innings, as he will take on Hunter Holland. Runners on first and second are Sam Powers and Jace Edwards. Sabre Dogs trail 9-5. First pitch. That one in there for strike one. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. One swing of the bat can make this a brand new ball game. Oh-2 pitch, or excuse me, 0-1 pitch. That one missed outside. Fastball. And that'll make it 1-1. Taking a look at Ofterhide's stats on the season. He's went 11 in the 3rd innings, has an ERA of 7.14 with no decisions. One pitch. Low, and that one bounces high in the air. Shadbolt lets it go to his right. As he had a tough time finding it, it was looking on the ground. It was still in the air for quite a while. So the runners now advance to second and third. Powers reached via a fielder's choice, and Edwards reached on a walk. Two-one pitch. Now misses low and away. Another tough play for Shadbolt. I'll make it 3-1. Here's the 3-1 pitch. This one was fouled off the leg of Hunter Holland, and that'll make the count full. On deck for the Sabre Dogs, if necessary, is Mason Dennison. Sabre Dogs trying to make this a game still, as they trail by 4 here in the top of the 8th. 9-5 our score. Now Hall wants time. Ofterhide, like Altman, taking a while on the mound. Three-two pitch. Foul ball, just a little lazy grounder. A couple feet away to the right of Austin Shadbolt, the catcher. It'll stay 0-2. Excuse me, 3-2, my mistake. Three-two pitch. Ungrounded foul. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll end the inning. So the Horseheads survive, and once again, the Sabre Dogs strand a bunch of runners. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. Sabre Dogs trail 9-5. We'll be right back.
El Azteca is authentic Mexican fast food on the go. Their ingredients are always fresh, so you can be sure you'll get the best tacos, burritos, tamales, and more. El Azteca is located at 2035 North Broadway in Minot. Stop in or order online to save time. If you want exclusive coupons and special offers to save more on your next visit, text El Azteca as one word to 21777. El Azteca, the most authentic Mexican food in Minot.
iHeartRadio.
We are Northwest North Dakota's #1 country radio station, 97 Kicks FM, playing a wide variety of today's new country to those country favorites reaching back to the 90s. With the award-winning Bobby Bones Show, and a big signal puts your business where it needs to be. We are heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. Our Kicks listeners are current and retired military, farmers and ranchers, working moms, business owners. We are 97 Kicks FM.
New pitcher for the Sabre Dogs is Mason Dennison, as he is having himself a heck of a season at the plate. So he'll try to continue that on the mound, as Dennison will take on Jackson Collins, Peyton Flynn, and Jake Brown. Quite a few Sabre Dogs have made some appearances on the mound. Justin Henley has, so has Chauncey Callier and Tyler Courtney.
At this time, we would like to thank all of our host families. Your generosity and kindness towards our players and interns is truly appreciated. If anyone is interested in being a host family in the future, reach out to any of our friendly Horseheads staff.
We'll see how Mason Dennison does here this evening.
Futures or current opportunities.
Jackson Collins is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, a walk, and a run. Went 4 for 4 yesterday, and on the complete opposite part of the spectrum here this evening.
Now batting for your Casper Horseheads from Iowa University, 28, Jackson Collins.
First pitch, that one misses for ball 1, or outside, excuse me. That one is hit into left center field, and that will be past the center fielder, Cruz Taylor, and off the wall. Rounding second, heading for third is Collins, and he's going to have himself a triple. It's the third triple in the past 2 days.
Now batting for your Casper Horseheads, number 28 for Washington State, Peyton Flynn.
So So that will bring up Peyton Flynn, who is 0 for 4 on the day. First pitch, that one in there, strike one, as it looks like Flynn's going to be trying to go in there to sacrifice him over and try to get him their 10th run of the day. This one hit to center field, and that'll drop for a base hit. And that makes it 10-5. RBI single by Peyton Flynn. That'll bring up Jake Brown, who is 3 for 4 with 3 runs and 2 home runs. The 2 RBI. That one in the dirt for ball 1.
Everybody clap your hands.
In the air, fouled out of play for a strike. Bases are, well, they're not empty. Runner on first is Peyton Flynn. Sabre Dogs is trying to get out of this game as they trail 10-5 here in the bottom of the 8th. Now one in there for strike 2. His 1-2 pitch from Dennison, looking over a few times over at first. And that one is in there. No, it's not in there. It's a check swing that misses outside to make it 2-2. And that one misses as well, make it 3-2. So Mason Dennison with his form works a lot with his upper body getting it there instead of using his torso and his legs to give himself some extra velocity, and as a result, it can be pretty easy to find out which pitch he's going with. 3-2 pitch, that one misses upstairs for ball 4. So a triple, a single, and a walk to start for Mason Dennison. Not exactly the way you want to start out your pitching career. And now head coach Corey Thompson is going to come out, talk to Mason Dennison. I don't think they're going to pull him just yet. It's been a little bit of a rough start, to say the least. And it looks like Dennison might go in there and play shortstop and see who they give the ball to. Mason Dennison was the designated hitter coming into today. And they're going to give the ball to Chauncey Callier, I think. So we'll give him some opportunities to warm up as Mason Dennison goes through 3 hitters, gives up 1 run with 2 hits and a walk. We'll be right back with Sabre Dogs Baseball.
Attention Sabre Dogs fans, July 15th is the 2019 Expedition League Home Run Derby, brought to you by Visit Minot. Watch the best sluggers in the league duke it out for first place. Want to know where the best eateries are in town? Visit Minot.org. Want to find where the best hotels are? Visit Minot.org. Trying to find the perfect place to shop and see the latest events in Minot? You know the drill. Visit Minot.org. Visit Minot is a proud supporter of the Sabre Dogs and a sponsor of the 2019 Expedition League Home Run Derby. Check out visitminot.org today.
iHeartRadio.
910 a.m. KCJB is Minot's heritage AM full-service information station, supported by the classic country favorites. KCJB listeners are ranchers and farmers and business owners. From egg reports and markets to compelling information, we are 910 a.m. KCJB, home of the Minnesota Twins, Minot State, and Minot High Sports. We are 910 a.m. KCJB, Minot's news and information station.
So Chauncey Callier's on the mound for the Sabre Dogs. Taking a look at his stats on the year, they're actually not too bad. He has went 4 innings, allowed 1 earned run for an ERA of 2.25. This is his 3rd game he has pitched in. 1 strikeout, no walks, 3 hits, an 0.75 whip, 2.25 strikeouts per 9 innings. Mason Dennison responsible for the runners on first and second.
Number 11, Dylan Buckmeyer.
So Dylan Buckmeyer is now the hitter. He's pinch hitting for Derek Almanza. First pitch, that one misses for ball 1. And Buckmeyer played yesterday, went 0 for 4 with the strikeout. One pitch, that one is swing and a miss. Strike 1. The Callier doesn't have a whole lot of velocity, but he sure is accurate. Sometimes players will take some big hacks at some of his pitches. Now when it's hit in the air towards left field, backing up is Hunter Holland, and he will have the catch for out number 1. That will bring up Luis Alcantara. He's 1 for 3 against the Sabre Dogs this year, batting .221 on the season as a whole. First AB is in there. First pitch, strike 1. Been a long game here, 2.5 hours, grounded at the third baseman. Throw to first, and that will be in time for the final out by Nick Mastoni, and that will end the inning. Sabre Dogs give up a run, and they strand some hitters. And I believe the scoreboard was incorrect. That is out number 3, not out number 2. Actually, my mistake, that was... Oh my goodness, I'm not thinking. That was a double play ball because Peyton Flynn was on at second. It was a force out of third and then throw to first. So that is how the inning ends. So we will send it to the top of the ninth. Sabre Dogs, one more try to get 5 runs. They trail 10-5. We'll be right back.
iHeartRadio. Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. For product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Souris River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Souris River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Souris River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience.
Came after Hyde back in for the second inning for the Horseheads to try to finish off the Sabre Dogs and snap their 12-game win streak. Sabre Dogs will bring up Mason Dennison, Cruz Taylor, and Chauncey Callier, barring any sort of substitution. We'll see the Sabre Dogs can get a little bit of rally going. It looks like there will be a pinch hitter, and it will be Austin Reno. And taking a look at his stats on the year, Reno batting .227 as he's been quite hot the past few games. First pitch, check swing, yes he wins, strike one. Reno 4 for 6 in the second half. He's started 2 games. 0-1 pitch. In there, strike 2. After Hyde came in for a third of an inning and got out of the jam, bases loaded in the top of the 8th. 0-2 pitch. Now it misses outside and make it 1-2. Here's a pitch. Now on his hit, slowly to the second baseman. Alcantara, throw to first is wide. Now will be an infield base hit for Austin Reno. So that'll bring up Chauncey Callier, having himself a nice day. Or excuse me, Cruz Taylor, my mistake. Cruz Taylor is 1 for 3 with a run and a single. First pitch. Off speeder in there for strike 1. Reminder that the Sabre Dogs go to Aberdeen tomorrow. Take on the Hub City Hot Shots in a 3-game series. Here's the 0-1. Now one fouled out of play. Make it 0-2. Rain over at first. He's quick. We'll see if they possibly send him. Be quite the aggressive play. Might not happen. That's a low bloop fly ball. And on the infield, it will be the first baseman, Flynn, who will make the catch for out number 1. So now it'll bring up Chauncey Callier, who is 3 for 4 with a double and 2 singles and 2 runs. Started out as the third baseman, and we'll see if this game goes to the bottom of the 9th. He'll stay on the mound. That'd be interesting. Because then he would be done. He would not be able to come in and hit in the extra innings. Is that one fouled back for strike 1? Getting ahead of myself here. Sabre Dogs would just like to get that first run here. On pitch, that one grounded, fouled on the third base side to third base coach Brock Bockham. Chauncey Callier already with a strikeout today. Try to avoid a second. A 2 pitch from Ofter Hyde, and that one misses upstairs by just a hair. That's a tough pitch to take right there, but he does so and it pays off. It's now 1-2. 9 hits and 5 runs for the Sabre Dogs. 12 hits and 10 runs for the Horseheads. 1-2 pitch. Low and away for ball 2. Take a look at the scores around the league for one final time. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Sabre Dogs down to their final out. Pioneers beat the Whiskey Jacks 5-1. Hot Shots took care of the Sasquatch 7-4. Badlands won against Hastings 3-0, and Pier won on the road at Fremont 5-2. So McClintock comes to the plate with back-to-back base hits in his previous 2 at-bats. 2 singles and an RBI with a run and a strikeout, as well as a walk. First pitch. That one's in there for strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Sabre Dogs down to their final strike here. Austin Reno over there at first, a leadoff single for the Sabre Dogs here in the top of the 9th. 0-2 pitch. Outside, ball 1. On deck is Nick Mastoni if necessary. One-two pitch. And there's strike 3, game over. So the Sabre Dogs win streak is snapped. Final score here is 10-5. So we will be right back. We will have some stats from today's game. You're listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball.
Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader. Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better.
Sabre Dogs lose this one, final score 10-5. We take a look at some of the stats from today's game. Starting out with the Sabre Dogs, we'll just go ahead and run through these real quick and then get out of here. Hunter Hong goes 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Mason Dennison 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Bruce Taylor goes 1 for 3 with a run and a walk. Chauncey Collier finishes with 3 hits out of 4 ABs with 2 runs and a strikeout. Mo McClintock goes 2 for 3 with a run and 2 RBI with a strikeout. Nick Mastoni is 1 for 3 with a run and a walk. Justin Henley 0 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout. Sam Powers 2 for 4 with 2 RBI. Jace Edwards 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Wilson Rubion 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Chauncey Collier, 3 for 5 with 2 runs and 2 strikeouts. As for the pitching, starting the game was Nate Brenzer Mendoza. He goes 3 innings, 4 hits, 6 runs, 2 earned runs, 6 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Cody Waters with 4 hits, 1 run, no walks, and 2 Ks. Matt Sartwell, 1 inning with 2 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout. And Mason Dennison goes for 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and no strikeouts. And then Chauncey Collier also came in to pitch for the Sabre Dogs. I don't have his stats updated on point streak. We'll get that as soon as we can. So that's going to do it from us here in Casper as the Sabre Dogs are done with the Horseheads. They finish up with just 1 win out of 5. And they will take on the Hub City Hot Shots tomorrow at 6:35. They'll take on the Hot Shots in a 3-game series. So until tomorrow, this is Jared Sluppy from Casper, Wyoming, signing off. First pitch tomorrow again at 6:35. We'll go on the air at 6:20. Thanks for listening, everybody. Have a great